So I've learned something hanging out in the nest, eh? What nest might that be? The nest of the eagle-eyed crew. If you can notice up here on top of the mill, there is a bald eagle, a city eagle, in the city of waters, Minneapolis. There's the bridges and all. And like the white-headed eagles say, in the nest, in their nest, that being Dino, Spartan Red, top cunt. What they've taught me is to stick with the evidence, baby. You stick with the evidence, right? And that's what we're gonna do. That's the worst of the worst type of concrete. I'm not gonna skateboard on it, baby. We're not gonna skateboard on it. We're gonna go right down the way here, and we're gonna stick to the evidence, baby. We're gonna stick to the evidence, baby. Yes, we are. City of Waters, Minneapolis. Let's go look at some melt. Let's go look at this melted museum here. How about that? There's a museum over here that's melted. Maybe a break their line. Maybe a break their line. What are they blocking this off for? There's a, you know, cut that out. We're gonna go look at the evidence and we're gonna have some fun doing it. Here's the bridge. Stone Arch Bridge. Right here. Hey, the bridge behind is complete. I showed you that bridge while it was under restoration. You can see in the background there's the Hennepin Avenue Bridge. City of Waters is what they call it. And what are these? What the fuck is that? I didn't even know that was there. What the fuck? Okay. And how about this pillar right here? I didn't know this was here.
She made me think she was like really clean. And I was like nervous because I'm clean, I'm just like a little cluttered.
This is insanity. There's a melted, there's a round fucking pillar right here. I never knew it was there. See, you always learn something new. You have to get out there in the mouth, baby. That's a melted wall right there, muffed up. We've already seen that wall once before when we peeked over the edge. You see the bridge here behind this big fence they block off with? That's their site where they're filling in that huge entryway under the city with concrete. They're filling it like a pool. And you can't even see the bridge because of it. Anywho, I didn't know this was even here, this column right here. What's it even doing there all by itself? It's something else. It's not something strange. Look at the bottom of it. These aren't melted bricks, eh? They're all dustified. Look at all of them. Down here, you can't make them out anymore. We can make the mortar lines out. That's erosion, eh? Doing that. Turning them into limestone at the base. There's limestone at the base. Chunks of granite fell down and they have decoration on them. And they have the chunks of granite just melted all together right there. Big chunk of mess. And looking up here, these aren't melted bricks, eh? These aren't melted bricks, eh? Right? Give me a, oh sorry, excuse me. And these aren't melted bricks, eh? Right? Sorry, that's the closest I can get. Maybe you can see. And there's rebar behind here. These mills are often made of brick and they're rendered with a very thick layer of concrete and rebar, I notice. And yeah, very interesting, very big mill. That's gold medal flour. You know gold medal. That's here. And here's some more melted bricks here, surviving out. And look at these. Look at these. This isn't even where I was gonna go. And they're everywhere, so you can't escape this stuff here. Look at the mortar here, pillowed out. Excuse me. Can you see? Pillowed out. Underneath. Underneath, baby. Look at this technology all blown out. Wait. Can you see this? Sorry about the fence. I should get behind the fence, but you see what's going on here. This thing is muffed up. The whole thing is... What's underneath that? It's like a big... Oh my god. It rotates. Ugh. Can you see what's in there? A big blade. A big like drill blade looking deal. Like a big... I don't know what you call that. I'm blanking out. It's for the mill though. Yeah, the cogwheels melted. The cogwheels melted. The metal. The cogwheels melted. Fucking A. This is where I wanted to go. This big building in ruins here. And you know, like Dino, like Spartan Red, like all the great meltologists say, Jen the Truth Seeker, Shapu, Mark, our melted reality, Joachim, all the rest, all of you, James, JJ, all the meltologists say stick with the evidence. Deborah, everybody. Hey, look at this building here. And that's what they say, stick with the evidence, right? Well, that's what we're gonna do, baby. So, when I was talking about scouting, this is, so here's that huge project where they're filling in with concrete, with the concrete trucks and all that. That big entryway right there into the city. Here's the bridge. Sorry about the lighting, but it's all shadowed up. See the train truss? And all the way down that way. Those bridges down there, old bridges. The new one in front is the one that collapsed into the river. And I was here at the Aveda Institute when it happened at the end of the First Avenue Bridge. That's where I was, right down there in a building, right down here, an old road building, which I will show you soon. Look at the crashed rubble down there on the banks of a building, crashed rubble, huge. And that's the bridge that came down. The 35W bridge came down, and the bridge is behind. It was an old bridge. It was refurbished and restored a few times, but that's the one that came down. That's the new one. And behind, those bridges were here. Those truss bridges behind, if you can barely see, that's my next location, my next destination, where we looked and we scouted out some openings across the river. That's over there. That's over there, beyond those bridges. That will be my next destination soon. But look at this building crashed and rubble. Where's the walls? Where's the building? It was all the way up there. Where's the building? It's all limestone now. We know what limestone is. There's bricks hanging out of this stuff. Let me show you. Beautiful wood boardwalk here. It's old. It seems to be old, like train wood. Straight as narrow. Flat as a pane of glass. It's all wood. Same with this side. Flat as a pane of glass. Hard train wood. What do they say? That's the old style. That's the old style hex, so it's hard to say. They had some pretty good skills, but it looks like it's melted. The wood's melted right into the belt. The wood goes right in onto it. Okay, so I think this flat as pane perfect boardwalks were already here. I don't know. They go right into the melt. Oh no, they don't. No, they don't. No. I mean, obviously they restore them a lot and stuff too. You can see, but some of these are just like missing. Yeah, there's lots of like little restorations. Have little new ones here. These are new ones, but yeah, interesting. It's been here probably since I'd say like the 1800s, probably. I'd probably say it's been here since the 1800s. Flat as a pane of glass. They were still using. I mean, look at this. It's just, that's all wood. It's perfectly laid. I think that's like the 1800s work. They were still utilizing really good techniques. Look at the inside of the limestone here. What are the bricks doing inside of there? On that side of the block. You know, excuse me. What are the bricks doing up here? You know, excuse me. Let's come around the corner here. This is what I wanted to show you. I ain't gonna take too much of your time here, but I just wanted to show you the melted bricks, you know. Give me a break. Who the fuck are they kidding, you know? Who the fuck are they kidding? They always survive out around doorways and such because usually you'll be using rub bricks, which are harder, denser. I've talked about this before, rub bricks. They're denser, harder, better material. And look at these bricks here. Not melted right into this shit. So we're not at ground level, right? We're not at ground level. So that's a new bridge out there. The wood I'm talking about is all brand new. I mean, obviously it is, but I mean, I was just wondering if they like we had a wood boardwalk originally, probably, and they always survive out around where entryways, because you got air flowing through here, and that likely will have rubbed bricks on the edges. They're much more durable, sturdy, harder, and you can straighten them out with. You can sand them down pretty much. And look in here, it's just a shell. And oh, look at the inside. Yeah, that was all bricks. Yeah, holy smokes. I didn't even know it was like that in here. Look at all the bricks inside surviving out. All the way down these. So mixed with limestone and bricks. Limestone and bricks. Yeah, right. Hang on. Sorry. Can you see that? What a mess. That's not how you build with mixed. You don't mix with bricks down here. Oozing down blocks down here. And then I'm going to put some bricks here and some big stone right there. Big bubble block. This is all melt. Give me a break. Look up here. They're surviving out and melting together. And give me a break. They're melted. Fucking A. And they were red bricks. They were all red. The yellow ones were red. They go from red to yellow to orange to gray. Give me a break. Look at this. They blocked. Oh, those are new. Those are new. Those are surviving right there, I think. I don't know. No, those are new. They put those there. They did not put those there. Those are melted out. See, the mortar around that's different. This is the melted mortar here. Cascading down, bleeding down. That's the melted mortar with the melted bricks everywhere, scattered in between everywhere, where they ought not belong. Way up over here, over here, over here. Give me a fucking break. No, they did not build that way. When they planned to build gargantuan castle buildings, masonry buildings, no, they don't. Not when you plan to do that. Not when you plan to do that. It looks like this was bricked up before the event. Or maybe not, no. Nope, this has been added after. This is all new concrete, crappy bricks here, it looks like. They put to the seam here, it's not melted over. That's how you tell right here. This is an all new work here. The blocks on the inside and this right here. Sometimes you find that they blocked in the windows before the event, like you see over here. They blocked in archways before the event. The archways blocked in and melted out. So you find all types of weird things. This is not that though, this is new. They covered up a blown out door, blown out windows, like the windows, because remember, we're not at ground level. We're not at ground level, right? We have to go around this way. We have to go around this. What are they doing here? In the brick building. That's an old building too. These are all buildings that were here. They've all been redone and stuff, but these were all here, these yellow buildings. These were all the riverfront buildings that were powered by that little power station I showed you. Just on the other side here. So around the corners, oh, wait. I'm lost. Or did they just... Somehow I got into there before. Maybe they had that door open, I don't know. But look at all this. The window frames are still there. These metal window frames. Broken and such. Look at this broken one here. It's bent. The metal frames are hanging out their fucking hinges up there. Holy shit. They're all rusted too. It's the original. They're not rusting that bad. It's just patina, but that's the original frames. Half of them sticking up. Look at that one there, at the edge of that wall. Just the frame is going up the. And these frames are all original. They got, oh my god. Look at the technology up there. It's all muffed up. This is all a museum now. It's all a museum, but they got all the technology out here still. And all their workings. And there's a fancy little lamp up here. They're all fancy little lamps. And the bricks inside, Yeah, give me a break. The outer shell really took a hit. And they likely, see how this work here? All this new mortar and stuff, that's all like, this is probably like a facade they put on, because the whole building probably did look like this on the outside. It probably looked like that on the inside. And they put a thin facade. It's like a thin facade. And look at the mortar. It goes all the way. The joint goes all the way through. These sheets, these tiles here. See? They seem to have actually laid a limestone facade on this building in the front here, to some degree. I don't know. It looks like that's the case, but it might not be. Usually it's not the case. No, it can't be. Look at the tops here. There's too many aspects that are muffed up. But sometimes they do take out, like where there's like bricks like in there, like where you see bricks in there. They'll scoop those out and they'll put like a limestone block in there, because this stuff is everywhere. It's the same stuff everywhere. It's all, I mean, wherever you find this stuff, it's the same color in this city and in St. Paul. It's all this color, so it's available everywhere. But yeah, this mortar work here is different. This is different here. This is just like cover work. This was like, you know, this one solid chunk here. Yeah. Yeah, and see the facade work is just on that piece. Yeah, so they did facade, just that part of the building. See it's different color right there? That part has a facade. This is original here. I knew it was different. Something was different about that. See the color? And then look at this color here. This is all one solid chunk. And the mortar work is different on this side than it is over there on that facaded side. That different color right there, that seam. They facaded the front because there was likely bricks all over hanging out, like you have over here and such, whatever. But these are all filled in windows here. They filled these in. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, look at these. Who were these people, man? What were they doing? They were so original with these big hooks. Everything is so original with them. These big square heads. These big fucking square heads. Just everything about them is original and proper. These standpipes. These big green, beautiful standpipes in this door. This old world metal that they use doesn't rust. Look, this is serious. This is a pretty serious door here. That's pretty fucking serious. Old style hex. These nice sharp broad hex with a little, oh wow. That is extreme. Square heads in there. Square heads on the hinges. Look at the hinges. There's a serious door right there. Right into the melt. Look at the heat differentials here in the building. Another serious door up there, even bigger than this one. Serious door. This one has 2 hinges. That one has 3. Just like it though. And these are all, look at the fancy, and all this technology up here. All these smugs. So, take a look here. Look at it turning the limestone down here, the bricks. Right there, turning the limestone. It's not the bricks, not limestone foundation. Bricks turning to limestone. Turning to limestone, the bricks. And they were all red. The yellow ones were all red. See? And the little pieces up here, so they got melted pieces. These are all melted too. Look at the mortar between squeezing out, bleeding out. You kidding me? There's a nail in there bent over. Look at the aggregate. It's a mess. Look. Round and pillowed. And hot. The mortar should never be hot. You can see it was hot. Look at this gap. Perfect. There's barely any room. And so they did stuff. There's serious windows here. Serious metal frames. These are all metal frames in these mills. New door here. Look at this metal here rusting out. And bricks turning to limestone right here. It's just weird. Behind this seam of this facade, which these bricks are probably a more durable brick than the facade. I don't know why we have this right here though. It's kind of weird. It's just a melt pattern. That's how it happens. But there was a seam here, so maybe this was a little addition, or they had some reconstruction happen here. But it both got smoked. It both got smoked. Both sides got smoked. Yeah, this was like this is like an old road repair. It looks like that got smoked as well. It's like an old road repair. Yeah, it's all mopped up in melt. It goes right in, transitions right into the melted stuff. That's an old repair. I never see those really. I always say, where are the old road repairs? There's one right there. First one I've really seen like this. It's pretty cool. So they were quite the people. I mean, to build out like this, I mean, this is insanity. And they say all 1800s, all of it. And all those buildings, those mills. Yeah, all those mills, every building on this side, all these yellow. Let me see if I can show you from over here. And I'm gonna take off here. Beautiful day, 40 degrees, 45 in the Twin Cities. Look at the metal melted in between the masonry. Look up here. Yeah, look at the girders. And the, holy smokes. This is all ruins. Look at these twisted like spaghetti noodles here. And they call these the mill ruins. This is called Mill Ruins Park. They say these are all 1800s ruins here. They're not. It's their X factor. Look at the metal. Twisted like spaghetti noodles here, see? Twisted like spaghetti noodles. That doesn't happen. These are hard. You can't even move these. You can't even move those. barely. So all this here, all these buildings were powered by a little station over here, hydroelectric station on the water behind the bridges there. And it powered every one of these yellow buildings here. They were all here in the past, every one of them, all the way down there. That's with the stack right there. All these bridges were here, and that's too much for the 1800s, right? It's way too much. And our eagle friend is still up there on the top. But that's what I was saying. This is gonna be where I leave you here, I think. Stick with the evidence, baby. Next we go that way. And we go peek into those holes that we saw. That's our next plan.